to toot my own horn or anything, but I typically feel pretty awesome about my own art. With stuff like posing, character acting, character design, I feel like I bring something to the table. When I'm in the zone while drawing characters, I'm a problem solver. I'm an innovator. I'm so fast. I'm on fire. Even if a drawing thoroughly kicks my ass, I usually come out the other side beaten but proud of myself. None of this applies to drawing backgrounds, much less background design. I've never felt more pathetic and useless than I have trying to design this stupid, magical girl airport military base. Howdy hey, I'm Ray. I don't know if you guys know this, but it was my son's birthday recently. Happy birthday, Apollo. I can't believe it's been one whole year since I designed you. That means it's been a little less than a year since I rebooted Prism, and what a crazy year it's been. Not only has this project reignited something creative in me that I once thought was long lost to childhood, but you guys have been so crazy supportive. We sold twice as many Apollo plushies as we sold plushies of my mascot. Like, is that not insane? This is the greatest thing to ever happen to me. You know that voice in your head telling you that you can't start your comic or your novel or whatever project you have yet, saying, I don't feel ready, now's not the right time. My voice has finally vanished. This is it. It's finally time. This is the run. Prism Real. And the medium that we've chosen is to make it a game. I have the connections, we have the money for it, I have the willpower and the drive. I just have to get through these goddamn backgrounds. I hate them. I just want to skip to the funny characters praise. Those are the parts that I like, but the locations have to be done. Luckily, I have no intention of taking on the bulk of background work. I'll be hiring other concept artists for that. But in order for those concept artists to bring my vision to life, I need to be able to communicate with them what I want, which is where the sponsor of this video comes in, Milanote. Milanote is an online canvas designed to help you plan, brainstorm, and collaborate on ideas for any kinds of projects you can imagine, and it's free. You have a ton of tools so you can organize your boards in whatever way makes sense with your head, and most importantly for me, you can share those boards with other people to view and help you edit, and you can access your boards across your different devices. Whenever I had ideas to add to my board and I wasn't home, I could whip out my phone and add whatever was on my mind, and then continue working on those same notes and boards later from my iPad or my desktop. I love convenience. I love making my life easier. You can make multiple boards. Like, I've got this one for the airport and location planning that we're doing with all of the subboards inside of it to plan the rooms individually. And I can easily share this with my concept artists to get their feedback on what else they'd like for me to include to help them along. And then I've got a board for my gameplay ideas. I don't know anything about video game design in that aspect, so that's another thing that we need to outsource. I'd really like to do a bottom-up approach, which basically means I'd have someone designing the mechanics first, and then I'd come in and design the visuals to accompany them. But I still gotta communicate an idea for gameplay so that he can get started, he being my gameplay guy. So this board's just for him, and he doesn't have to worry about trawling through all the location notes for concept artists. I don't want to get too much into the game dev side of things in this video. This is about me falling on my face learning to do concept art, but for at least a little context, we want to start by making like a pilot game. I think the official term would be a game demo, but I'm thinking of it as like a pilot episode. I started by writing out all of my ideas for locations I could imagine us needing in a full game context, and then narrowing that down to the 5 most important ones I think we would absolutely need for the pilot for us to prioritize. Each location got their own boards, and I filled them all up with written ideas about what I imagine the utility and look of the locations are, and reference images of airports that I either found online or took myself while traveling. Every airport I've been in the last years, I've been walking around and holding up my phone, filming everything like a super annoying tourist. But I'll take the public humiliation for my babies.
Why isn't that my gate? With the prism?
Once I thought I had enough reference images up, I got started on sketching out supplementary drawings that I thought would communicate my ideas better, or I tried at least. I was not expecting that to be as hard as it was. To be perfectly blunt, it was a little demoralizing to jump into this project that I'm so excited about, and then find out I had mental block after mental block every time I tried to put my pen to screen and draw anything inanimate. On my own, I only really managed to do any meaningful art of Neneko's hideout. It's in an abandoned plane, and even then I kept catching myself drawing so much less than I had written. I love all my ideas, that it's this chaotic mix of an art studio and a 12-year-old boy's room, with all their toys and all their evidence of the different hobbies they picked up and quickly dropped over the years, and all of their art pieces of all sorts of mediums strewn about in a way that looks like such a disaster, but to Neneko, everything's in its right place. carefully crafted chaos, art all along the walls of the plane, the overhead cabins thrown open and used as storage for their art supplies, or a display for all the things they've collected inside the dome, and then I draw it and it looks like this. It's lame, it's plain, it's boring. It was so frustrating because I'm used to being able to problem solve in art on my own, but I think drawing and designing inanimate objects in settings is just such a different world from drawing and designing characters that most of the studies I've done to build my competence in art just simply don't apply here. This probably would have been way easier if I spent 2 weeks beforehand just doing studies of all the things I wanted to be working with instead of jumping into the deep end, but what are you gonna do? A learning experience is a learning experience. Things didn't start turning around until I ended up working on concept art during one of our Patreon streams, and oh, let me tell ya. God, I love group projects. Editor, roll the footage.
Oh wow, look at this board. Wow, look at this board.
Wow, look at this board.
Wow, look at this board.
This one like has the
Nice
least
board.
pictures on it, the one for the shop, but we have all of Robin's items here. I think we read some of these
Not
on last
actual
stream,
pictures
right?
of the notebook. You're so real.
So we got that. We've got like this hub area that I want. There's this freaking
Ooh.
like, I think it was in the Oslo airport. There was this thing I saw. It was just like a rest area, just a sitting area where they had like screens that went all around the room and they were just like playing nature sites from all over the world. And I want that for the airport so badly, and I can't find any references images of it. And I tried to draw it myself and like immediately froze up because none of this is coming naturally. We gotta get a little experimental here. We gotta figure out a new method.
Hi, gay people.
Kaden,
Whoa,
hello.
I didn't even hear you come in.
Oh my god, hi. I have an Apollo tower for you.
Oh wow.
Please, Kaden, please. Yes.
Can you see?
Yeah,
it?
I can see it. I can see it.
Okay, yay. Okay, let's fucking zoom in.
Oh,
So
they're
I'm
so
gonna-
small. Oh my god.
Okay, so I have a little
Ooh.
grid just for like scale and stuff. So I'm like, okay, so here's our little foreground. We got some bushes, but again, stuff can be moved around and elaborated on. I had so much trouble with the scale of things because Apollo's a tall fucking man, okay? I like where the elevator would normally be, I'm like, he's gonna hit his head.
That's
I
kind of
swear
part
to
of the
God.
fun, though. Like, he kind of has
It's
to keep
really
ducking.
funny. But I was like, you know, if Apollo's up here and someone has like one of those like luggage carts, we'll make room. I can make it make sense. So I'm like, okay, there's the fucking elevator. So we go to floor number 2, another elevator again, because I'm figuring you can go all the way to the top. I cut this up in such a way, if you've ever been to airports that have like little sections where they'll have like tables, chairs, and electrical sockets, so you can charge your stuff. So we could fill this with luggage, we could fill it with, you know, like, there could be people here. I don't know what goes on this floor yet. I just was trying to get the tower centerpiece, so it's very empty.
Right.
I was using your reference images of, like, okay, foliage and wood, but also, like, glass and marble. So I'll figure out what texture everything is later. But just imagine there's, like, escalator, and we'll cut these up. These won't just be, like, flat fucking whatever. But I needed them for scale because otherwise I'll die.
Right.
So elevator goes all the way up to the top. I really like this. I put little like wings on his tower. I thought it might be
Is that
cool
like a
if we had like
pond?
yeah, I thought it would be cool if we had like water coming down here so that when you know, scroll out and you have like a nice backdrop, you've got like the water and some anime sparkles and then the actual tower. So there's Apollo and Kat in there. There's again the elevator, and then I figure you had an illustration where Kat was like touching the sun or whatever. So I moved them up here. This is a placeholder. I don't really know. I'm like, how would they get out? I could cut this up and again make another elevator and then have the sun up here. So I don't know what the logistics of it is yet, but like, nice shape. Little like wings and water and glass and sun, and then here's the floors, and we'll throw in an escalator. I had an escalator in here earlier, but again, because we're working with cartoon characters, the scale is like a little bit off, so I am gonna sculpt us one that would like look correct next to Kat and Apollo. Oh, that's gonna be huge, but we'll just fuck
This
it.
is the most beautiful like flight tower ever.
She's
Oh,
flying.
that thing is huge.
Oh my god.
Where's
It's Apollo.
Yeah, we
size.
gotta-
Big.
Yay, escalator. Like, look how putting a prop in makes it look so, like, wow, it's so full. So, I'm gonna...
This is a real space now.
It's a real space now. So I'm gonna work on the ceiling because June had some really cool ceilings in the Milanote board that make things look real, and then obviously plug in lighting and shit. And then all of these assets are reusable, so if we don't like them, we throw them away, we reuse them, we make them bigger, smaller, stretch them. Like we can fuck with this.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing now, but there's your little preview
Thanks for
of...
sharing a
good,
beautiful
Kaden.
thing.
So much.
Beautiful.
Yeah, we're
This
fucking
shit's
around.
awesome.
I had like, I started on, I was trying to work on some suns. And I just, at
Some
the bottom,
suns.
I'm just like asking for help with the, I'm like, I don't know how to do any of this. I know
I
I
like
want
the-
the sun to look really awesome and cool in a way that I don't know how to capture.
I'm so biased because I like the bottom left one, but also Homestuck is why
Yeah,
I'm
it was
saying
gonna-
that.
I like that one
I'm
biased.
so biased. But I also just think it has the nicest shapes.
Wishing
So
the
this was
very
like
shit
my
was all
first
now.
drawing of Apollo's tower. So Apollo's office is just like in the old flight control tower of the airport, and I'm imagining that the control tower just happens to be in the very middle of the dome, so they put the sun up there. And I'm like, wow, I kind of like this, and it's just a pretty colors. That's it.
It is just pretty colors.
I redrew it exactly
pretty
over
colors,
here, and I don't
Kelly.
like it anymore.
I think part of it
I-
is also that you've lost the central details and the crystalline shapes sort of vibe. in this
Yeah.
I
new-
have a pitch, and you can take this or leave this if you want to, because this is the art of, is so like they have the whole like artificial sun thing, that also controls like their day and night cycle, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
What if you like literally kind of turn it into a clock almost? So some of like the arrows could be like sun waves or something. That way
Oh.
it's sort of like, because
Wait,
it
that's
is
fun.
technically a clock also.
That's
And it
a
kind
lot.
of reminds me of like the huge like clock towers they have in like cities and stuff like that.
No, that's a good place to start. That gives me an idea, actually.
I'm so glad you said the top was like a flight control tower, because now I can pull interior flight control tower references.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to fill it. That's what's so crazy about, like, I don't know, background design, I feel, is like you really have to get the big fucking shapes first. You have to get the scale right, like where is the ceiling in relation to the character, where are the chairs in relation to the character, and then after that you can go crazy and start like filling stuff in. But until then, it's just like, this is a big empty room. Well, I know that June also mentioned that, like, Neneko probably graffitis things throughout the abandoned area. Well, I guess it's not abandoned because people live there and it's utilized, but, like, I feel like there's gonna be all sorts of stickers and, like, graffiti and, like, stupid and hidden places, and some, like, more obvious than others. And maybe Neneko, like, has one singular turtle that they've put up top in the pond because they fucking can. I don't know. Like,
Hell yeah.
he just lives up there.
Patrick and I were watching it was a video essay about, not a video essay, just like a video about airport design and like efficiency versus aesthetic, and how at the beginning the airports were all like basically office buildings, and the first one was the one that was not the JFK airport at the time, but is now known as the JFK airport, and that was like the one that changed the way the airports were laid out.
Oh,
And
terrible airport.
like the roof is like made to look like a bird, kind of, and it's supposed to like invoke the excitement of travel and flight. It was really fascinating. I saw a lot of shots of the, what's it called, the Salt Lake City airport. I fucking love that airport. That place is beautiful.
That airport is neat.
It's
I've
I
beautiful.
like Seattle's
Been
airport
there
so much.
when I was younger, but I don't remember. It's been too long.
I have some pictures from it in my Milanote board, actually, because it's a really beautiful place. They've got they've got a lot of iridescent sculptures and like these really pretty walls.
Hell yes. Oh, the lights.
These walls are even prettier when you're actually like walking through them, because they span like a huge portion of the hallway, and they have these really
That's
pretty
awesome.
like benches everywhere. But then they've got like these just like iridescent pieces that just like span multiple floors. And I'm like, what, the prism? If anyone else, Fire, if you have any ideas on this kind of going in the clock direction to the sun, I would
think
love
it'd
to
be-
hear any and all of your ideas.
Like going in the like sort of clock direction, but also like in more of like a sundial sort of thing. You could you know how instead of having like the second the Hand.
Like
that's what
have
they're
it
called.
be a hand, yeah.
Yeah,
have it be, like, a
you could just
protrusion.
have it be like a bunch of like circles that kind of overlap each other, that kind of rotate as the time moves.
Oh, I love these.
And they could be like different shapes or colors, or maybe if it's something you're doing something cool with, like the colors in terms of prism, they could maybe like each be a different color, or maybe when they overlap, they change the colors of the sky or something, depending on how you
What
want to
the
go with
heck?
it. But like,
Wait.
I think that would be really cool for like a spherical design that's up so high.
Could you visualize that? Because that sounds awesome.
I-
I do not know where I would start with that.
No, you're good. I sent like a example of one
Oh!
of those like funky sundials in the
Oh, yeah.
Useless 3. Yes, I love these. I love these fucking things, dude.
Mm-hmm.
These are so
Sorry, you're
cool.
absolutely correct. That is a great idea. I love everything about your idea.
It is so hard to put object ideas to paper.
Yeah, agree. I did like, I think the tower I showed you was like my third pass, because the first two I was like, these are very like, mediocre is the word I would use. I was like, I just don't feel like, whoa, if I walked into this place, I'd be so enamored or whatever. I was like, it's a shape. And then, I don't know. I feel like it's just like character design where it has to start off ugly. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She has to be ugly at the beginning.
Hey, Phase, don't worry about it.
God, Apollo's so fucking tall, dude.
Yeah, he is.
It was griefing me so hard when I was like, how high does the chair need to be? And I was like, that is normal size. Like, a normal-ass girl could just sit here. Apollo's legs are gonna be, like, spread out. He's so noodle.
I
I'm
still
like-
maintain that all of the doorways should be shorter than Apollo, because I will never, ever get over the visual of Apollo having to lean down into a room and how just he would frighten children, okay?
I absolutely agree, Robin.
He's
Yeah.
too big.
He's too damn big.
He's too damn
How-
big.
How tall is Apollo, canonically? Is he, like, 6'5"?
There isn't a canon height. He's just a tall
taller than
fucking
everyone.
beast.
Yeah.
And I'm asking so I can measure.
I don't know. I do not care for numbers. I do not wish to adhere to their agenda. I hate numbers.
So funny.
I make it up.
The agenda.
Did you just call numbers an agenda? Is that what you just said to me?
Leave me alone.
Gay
How dare you
agenda.
call numbers a gender, first of all?
Okay.
It's someone's gender.
What is 12 then?
Whatever gender you want.
Exactly. How dare you imply numbers are a gender?
Instantly gotten much less infuriating to do when I'm on call with friends having fun.
Crazy how that works.
Nathan the Holt says, if you want some more references for stylized artillery spheres, Final Fantasy has a class called Astrologen that uses them as weapons. You might find
Oh,
some
that's
reference
cool.
materials.
Oh.
I do like the design of this weapon. It's very fun. I don't even know if we would use this image, but I just kind of like the lighting. I just like the lighting there. I would really love to have just like an emphasis on fun, like dynamic lighting whenever you're walking through the
Yeah.
environments.
We're learning all new words today.
We're learning a
It's-
lot of words
it's-
today.
It's like a hypothetical. Let me see if I can find a picture. But it's like a hypothetical, like something we would want to make in the future, very far when we're technologically advanced enough. That's basically a big machine around a star to like harness its power for energy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a renewable resource. But instead of it being that, it's like you're creating a star with which to keep track of time.
Fascinating.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I don't use watches anymore. I've got Star.
I just look up.
Yeah, I got the fucking sun, so grow up.
Grow up!
Oh, you're fucking looking at your goddamn wrist? Well, I'm just looking everywhere.
Poor
Damn, you
person.
still use watches? Cringe. You don't have
Touch
stars?
grass.
What's
Look
wrong
at the
with you?
sky.
Sky.
Bitch.
Embarrassing.
Embarrassing. That's embarrassing for
Cringe.
you. I don't know if adding any details to this actually helped, but whatever.
It's neat. It's cool to see different stylizations.
Okay.
Yeah, that stands.
I'll put him in.
You know,
Pendulum design could be cool.
even though they have like sponsored the channel a bunch, Milanote genuinely is just like really good.
I like Milanote. I think we're good on the sun for now. We got some fun little exploration in there. I was just saying, I feel like the conversation that we were having about it was more important than what I actually drew, but I like these.
Yeah, that's interesting. Ooh.
So I started with Neneko's hideout because I had a bunch of ideas about that, and you're gonna love this, Fire.
Hi, hell yeah! No!
Right off the bat, right off the bat. So I'm like, it's a mix between like a really cool like messy art studio and like a 12-year-old boy's room, but it's in a huge airplane.
I love that. Holy shit.
Like I wanted to start working on that, but I'm like, I don't want to draw literally any of that. That sounds absolutely miserable. Even though like I had a bunch of ideas of like how it would be laid out, suddenly like having to draw it myself, I'd rather like jump off a building or something. So I'm like, let's give like vibes maybe. So I'm like, okay, I think that it would be one of those really big planes, and that Neneko and Reese would have like ripped out a bunch of the seats from the middle so that there was like floor space. But even though like they're strong magical fighters, you know, they can rip it out easy enough. They still have to like lug those chairs through a tiny space in the airplane. So they've always said like, oh, we'll get the rest of the seats one day. And it's been like 7 years or whatever, and they're like, I'll get it one day. And all the seats that they ripped out are just like thrown onto the tarmac in front of the plane. This, we were talking about the hub area. Sam was asking about like how big it is, and I'm like, okay, this does not show how big it is, but like Sam had the idea that like it was so big that like because I want it to have like really, really decorative stuff in the background. Sam was like, what if you could see it through like multiple floors? So I tried to get an idea with that. We have some escalators. I like the idea of using the arrivals board as like where you get your tasks from. So instead of seeing plane arrivals, you're like, Dave needs help getting out of the hole he dug again. He got stuck into hole. Go help Dave.
He got stuck into hole.
He got stuck into hole. He keeps trying to dig his way under the dome and it's not working. Go get him.
Dave in the hole?
Stop.
I gotta go.
Someone said, you better be making a concept art book, June. I mean it. Caden, have you told them yet? Have you shown them? Have you teased the Patreon chat?
Oh no, I haven't.
Would you like to?
I can do that right now. Sure.
Would you like
Guys,
to?
so funny story.
A treat? Oh, a treat.
Oh, are so funny.
Chat, do you like it, chat? Do you like
And
it?
you say no, get out.
Leave.
It's twice as many pages as the first one.
And it'll be the same price too, so you guys get even more cool stuff.
Hee. And buying the book now is directly funding our game. So, someone said I like it more than Caden's shoes. What the heck?
Whoa.
Caden, what are you wearing?
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm wearing my indoor sandals. Oh my god.
No, you're so bad.
All of you! I'm curious what kind of sculptures would be hanging from the ceiling if you want to look at different, like, I don't know, chandeliers or... I don't even know what you would call them for, like, an airport. That would be helpful. Or what was the other thing? Posters and advertisements that have been in the airport for ages, you know?
Oh,
like,
interesting. I like the idea that, like, when it comes to, like, advertising that's not on screens, but, like, paper things, that some of them would be relics of, like, old times.
Yeah.
And then some of them would be, like, again, Neneko only has so many canvases, so they just, like, start drawing on other things. I say graffiti, it's very much so they aren't just, like, doing stupid shit. They like making funny little art projects. Let me see if I can just start drawing on top of some actual advertising, just to get some ideas out there. We have this long hallway that has some nice portraits. We could certainly turn these into clowns or cosplays or something. Clowns in like, not like a haha, I drew you with a funny rainbow wig, but like a fun makeup looks kind of way. I'm going to be learning clown makeup on the fly, so we're going to be kind to me about this.
I thought you were an expert.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Alright.
You can choose to be hurtful. That's your choice. This is kind of fun. Just fun little stars going around the place. The issue with coming up with quick concept art of what Neneko's little graffiti murals would look like is objectively what I'm doing is quick stuff. And what Neneko's doing is many, many, many years of painting over the same things repeatedly.
They're so talented.
So I think I'm gonna be coming back and forth between these.
Oh.
Mari said coughs Tia mural. That's true. I was thinking on the drive back today, I was thinking about Zuzu gaslighting people into believing that Ben's been there the whole time. Anyone being like, man, where did that guy come from? I swear he wasn't here before. And Zuzu's like, what are you? We literally had lunch with him yesterday. He was in the room with us. Are you serious? And like getting someone like that and then them walking off. And Zuzu like goes and giggles to Kat and she's like, oh, that felt kind of evil. But an assignment's an assignment.
Oh my god. That's so fucking funny.
Patrick, your wife is happening on screen and you're not saying anything.
Fake fan.
He's locked in.
Oh, I was muted.
Are you for real?
Yeah,
Okay.
are you for real?
Honestly, anything I said probably shouldn't have been on stream.
My favorite vocal stem right now is singing Blank Gone as Tiki.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. You also have your own lyrics. Go on, share them.
Transform,
God.
say spots on.
Help. I don't even want to like. I can only imagine how that bit got concocted to exist. Like,
It was just my brain.
oh, I know. I know this about
She's
you.
just ill.
I was just vocal stimming it, pacing around Patrick's apartment last night. I was just singing it, and then I was just like, oh, for fun, just use a sillier voice, and he went, stop, Tiki, and I went, oh, uh-oh. I need to draw something angsty of Tia. I just need her, like, don't touch my kids. So many arms to cradle her kids with. And that's in the time lapse now.
There you go, perfect. I'm gonna take the time lapse and slow down that section to like
Uh-oh.
1% speed.
Good, do it.
Get a room. Dog.
Oh.
Get a hideout.
Get a hideout.
You
That's
got plain
crazy.
idiot.
Get a secret layer.
Go get a fucking plane. You don't have a
This guy doesn't even know what a
plane.
plane.
Crazy. Neneko would absolutely do that to people. They'd be like, "What, you don't have a plane? Lower class over here."
Wow.
Neneko makes the joke, and everyone laughs and thinks it's funny, and then they walk away and they go, I shouldn't have fucking said that. That was so mean and uncalled for, and they all hate me now. They all fucking hate me now. I fucked up. I fucked up.
Neneko.
Neneko, you have a billion problems.
And they're
But I
all in
don't
your
think
head.
that-
And I was gonna say they're all you.
Obsessed with
all
They're
them.
all you in different hats.
Neneko, something's wrong with you. Neneko goes, oh, I'm aware.
That sound.
You think I don't know?
I think like the only thing I can really think of to add like, I don't know, a little more like flavor to the space would just be like, oh, there's like front deck, maybe like what is it, first class, and then just like the back of the plane.
Yeah, there's gotta be
Um,
something in the pilots in
we-
the cockpit.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. That's
They definitely have a
That's
funny
where-
sign hung up above the cockpit. You know they do.
Oh,
That's where
I
their
have-
Beyblade arena is.
I have
Um,
Wait, that's awesome. That's the toy room. I would like to see just a nice view of the cockpit area that is not literally just the controls. Show me the full room, please. This Milanote board is truly mostly just images, but that's most of what I want. I'm a visual guy. I'm about to march up to my nearest airport and insist on getting my own fucking pictures. This is driving me crazy.
Wait. Brave says we casually have a pilot in the server.
Huh?
What?
cool.
Do we really, Brave?
Septic
What?
is a pilot?
Oh my
True.
god.
Septic is a pilot.
Septic help. Something send me pics.
I'm trying to think of like.
Septic's Australian.
Oh.
Does that mean that the plane flies upside down?
Okay.
Yeah,
don't-
probably.
Not quite.
Also,
Sounds
on that
logical.
note, Midnight19 says that they found a 3D model of a cockpit if you need it.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. All right, let's see. Okay. Oh, please. Please. We are making this so difficult. It does appear to be a small room.
You turn yourself around, like to where you can view the inside. From,
I'm surely trying.
Godspeed.
If I'm honest, I don't. Oh,
There you go.
all right. And now
Where are we?
there. Okay.
Oh.
You have to be so zoomed in. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's pretty tight, but
Yeah.
you know.
All
If
right.
you gutted it, I'm sure it's.
Oh, it's got a
that's
cup chair
pretty
though.
fucking
That's nice.
tight.
That was a fun stream, especially after concepting was such a rough start. It was really good to get a more positive and productive group experience. I think I've got a much better idea on how to proceed forward. I've been replaying a bunch of games that have inspired me in my life to help me figure out what aspects of those games were so important to me, what I can learn from them while working on my own. Replaying AI The Somnium Files, oh man, those games hit so much harder the second time. Cyberpunk 2077 is also driving me crazy. I really wish I had started playing that again before I started working on the concept art for this video. Because just driving around that map was helping me put into words the kinds of infrastructures I'm into, and it makes me want to draw again. I want to draw more right now. I've even started preparing more boards, and I've been experimenting with the templates that Milanote provides for it. It's been making pre-production a lot more fun, so one last shout out. Thank you again to Milanote for sponsoring this video. Guys, remember it's free. Milanote is free. Check it out in my description. Despite this video coming to a close, the concept art process shall continue for me. I'm already looking forward to the next time I'll be able to make a video to update you all on my progress, but if you want that info as soon as it could possibly be available, please consider checking out my Patreon. For $2 a month, I post news and updates and works in progress over there much more frequently than I post here. For $5 a month, we stream twice monthly exclusively to Patreon, sometimes playing games, sometimes drawing art, sometimes accidentally blabbing on Prism production plans much earlier than I meant to. The failure of the Pikachu video coming down entirely to me being my own worst enemy was what propelled me into, like, my big artistic growth over the next couple years. And now we're making a fucking Prism game, and that was the butterfly effect of the Pikachu video going so horribly wrong. Oh, fuck, I said it.
Yeah, you did. I wasn't gonna draw attention to it, but you did.
Whoops.
You say?
I said game.
You said it? Oh.
Yeah, June said it in passing, and I was like, I'm not gonna say anything. 'Cause if
Maybe
I
they won't
say it,
notice.
Maybe they won't notice, and
Whoops.
then they did.
Alright,
Alright, yeah, I said
keep
game.
this shit to yourselves.
Anyway. And $10 a month gets your name at the end of my videos just like this. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye!